Hello everybody, welcome. I'm here in the studio and having a kind of clear up because I got spring fever. Yeah, so emptying my shelves over there and clearing the decks. I've had a lot of pots here sitting around. I've still got to put some red iron oxide slip on those. Maybe we'll do that in a minute. I've reinstated my room next door here, which was, I had a car in here over the winter. So now I've got it a little bit more organised and a bit better. Car out, I've got the table back in here, which is nice. So in this room at the minute, because I've transitioned from bisque firing to raw firing, so I've now, all that's on the left side here is all bisqueware, leftover bisqueware from the past and past firings when I was bisque firing. And then on the right hand side of the room here, this is all raw ware. It's all waiting to be fired. So what I'm actually doing, I've just made up some more of this glaze, my milky white glaze, and I'm just in the process of doing a little bit of raw glazing. So just join me here at the table. Won't be too close in there to start with. We just talk about this as we go. I've done this with you before, of course, many times, but I get a lot of people questioning me about this raw glazing stuff. I tell you, it is good. These are the bud vases that you did see me just recently make. Give that a stir. Yeah, keep your glaze on the move. So, right, so I'm just going to pour. These are just glazing at the moment on the inside of these. So we do the inside like that, and then we just wipe the rim there on the very top, and then I give it a spray with water. So this glaze is actually exactly the same glaze that I was using, my milky white glaze, for my bisque that I put on my bisqueware. The only thing I changed was that I added 2% bentonite to it, just 2%, which is very... Now arguably I needn't have even done that, but I just did it because just to help with the drying, help it to, the glaze to stick to the body. Okay, so this is raw glazing done over dry ware. You're probably wondering why I'm spraying it with water. Because when you put a glaze on the inside only of a pot, it absorbs that water and it causes an expansion. So by spraying the outside, I'm kind of equalizing out the humidity in the wall of the pot from inside to outside. That's my theory, because I am suspicious that in certain circumstances that expansion, if you didn't counteract it by spraying some water on the outside of the pot, could result in some cracking occurring. Okay, there's one more of these to do, then I'm going to show you some other bud vases that I did with the Hakami, the white slip that I brushed on. I don't think I showed it to you. Alright, that's that. Now, yeah, I'll just quickly show you the... So, although we say that, you know, raw glazing is quicker and all that. It is, but the actual glazing process is a little bit more prolonged, because one has to, like these guys here for example, they've only got glaze on the inside, you see, so you first do the inside and then you do the outside when they've sort of dried off a bit. You did see me doing some of these just recently with the white slip. These are some little bud vases you didn't see me doing, which just done with the that same brush that I showed you. Okay, right, yes, and also here these are only got glaze on the inside, and a bit later on when it's dried back a bit, I will dip the outside. The reason I do that is to allow the air that's trapped in the wall of the pot, when you apply the glaze, it pushes out to the other side. Now if you glaze both sides at the same time, you get the air trapped in the middle. Okay, so now I'm going to get this. I've been holding these back a little bit. Hopefully they're not bone dry. Because yeah, applying a slip, it's as opposed to a glaze, it's better if the clay is a little damper. All right, so I've got some red iron oxide slip here, my whisk. So this is 75% red clay and 25% red iron oxide. Synthetic red iron oxide I prefer. Synthetic red iron oxide. There's different kinds of iron oxide, in case you weren't aware. There's natural red iron oxide, there's synthetic, there's Spanish, there's black iron oxide, there's yellow iron oxide. But for this I'm using the synthetic and I'm happy with the results. So, yeah, to give you an example of, now this is clay that was dug out of the ground. You can see it's slightly yellowy. If I just put it under the tap, you'll see how yellow it is. Now that is clay in its natural state, dug out of the ground. That is very rich in yellow iron oxide. That's why it's yellow like that. Yeah, I went and got some the other day, a few years ago. Okay, so we've stirred that up. Put this back up here. Otherwise you're all going to be saying, Simon, you're making us dizzy. I know. So alright, actually I'm going to just bring this a little closer, because I'm going to be dipping those. Maybe I could do it like that, so you could see it, maybe. Well, that would be helpful if we could see it. Alright, give that a good stir. Now, he's looking a little dry, that one. You can see the moisture that's still there, and that's what we want. Okay, so I'm going to dip these in here, only on the outside, okay? We don't need to put the iron slip on the inside as well. So, down, 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 down. Get my head out of the way. Hold it a second, let it drip off, and then around. Put him on the board. Just like that. Now this time, put the handle down. Down, 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 down. Bring him round. Like that. Now with some of these, I can then, after they've dried off a little bit, I can then with a tool, I can do a sgraffito. Type of, you know, engraved type decoration. Alright, I'm just going to pull this just back a little bit. So you see how these are on the board there. So you've got the handles pointing that way, and that one's pointing that way, and that one's pointing that way. So now this one, you see, depending on how like if I dip it like that, with the handle like that, when I bring it out, the handle's pointing this way. And actually I want the next one to go with the handle going that way. Alright, so I'm going to put the handle on this side, like that, then I dip down there, hold it. Got to learn to dip it down so you get a nice even line. Now there's the handle, so but when I bring it back up like that, you see the handle's pointing that way. So now I can put it straight down on the board. This one, okay, I'm going to have to bring the handle upside. There he is, you see, over, and the handle pointing this way. It's a little thing, I know, but you know, you've got like 50 to do. It makes it just a little easier, makes your life a little easier. Yep, we have a first workshop of the year this coming weekend. We have 30th and 31st. Let's just move this back a bit further. So, hence my cleanup. I've been looking at the same dirt and the same, you know what I mean, all winter. So, yeah, still got room on this weekend's workshop if anybody's a last minute person. If you're a last minute person and you want to come on a workshop, we have space. Write to me at simonleachpottery.com. No, simonleachpottery@gmail.com. That's better. Something like that. Just go to the website and you can see what the address is. Okay, so the handle's there, but when I bring it over, the handle's pointing this way. You see, it's just a little bit of so yeah, these will be, I'll do maybe a sgraffito, scratch through the red iron oxide slip. And then when that is dried off completely, then these will have to be glazed. First on the inside and then on the outside. Oh. You know, there's the amount of time is in that I'm playing around with this piece after I've made it, you know, whether I be raw glazing it or not. But you know, it's considerable. You know, with if I'm not doing this, you know, then I'm decorating it, you know, with brushes. It all takes time. There it is. Okay, there we have it. That's how you dip iron slip. Now these, because they've had slip on them, having the slip on the outside of the piece is not going to cause what we spoke about in the other room there. You know, putting it, you saw me spraying it to stop it because of the expansion that was going to occur. Might cause cracking. Because this is, you're wetting the outside, you don't have a problem with that. Okay? Thanks folks for joining us. Please go to my website, simonleachpottery.com. All of these pots that you see me making, I will be firing very shortly. Maybe this week. I'm hoping to get a firing in actually probably Thursday or Friday. So yeah, you'll see that. I'll put it up on my YouTube channel so you can check that out. Okay folks, yeah, join us for a workshop if you fancy. And there's one left here, let's see. Come on, a keep practicing workshop. There it is. All right, folks. Keep practicing. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.